This is Josh Hart of JTH Boxing. Today I'm here in Sheffield. I'm joined by Izzy Asif, promoter of GBM Sports. Izzy, first of all, Happy New Year, and how are we doing today, my friend?
Happy New Year to you and all the fans out there and the viewers. Yeah, we're good. Start of the year, ready to go, ready to kick some ass.
So we're starting off the year with a very big show, February 9th, at the same arena we were last time. Arguably a bigger show as well, and this time, you know, a lot of title fights. We just had a title fight confirmed on the stage. How excited are we for February 9th? It's a tremendous card, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a brilliant card, really, real good card. 2 title fights on. What's the chances of Stevie Levy being on stage and the matchmaker messaging me saying Stevie Levy's just been approved? Unreal timing. I didn't know if they were winding me up or did they wait for the moment when that happened, but yeah, great news. She's just been confirmed for the EBU bantamweight silver title, so there's 2 titles on the card. Great undercard, yeah, really looking forward to it.
So when we just break down a few of the fights we've got, the one fight that's really taken my interest, it has to be the Sheffield rivalry in the cruiserweight division. Perry Howe, Sheldon McDonald. We've seen it on stage. We can see there's that little bit of needle between them now. It's a great fight, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. It's just got that edge, hasn't it? You know, when you're from the same city and there's obviously the same weight, you don't want to lose. It's more than actually losing to somebody else. There's a lot of pride at stake. They both want to be king of Sheffield at cruiserweight. I think, yeah, it's genuine rivalry, genuine spite. It could be a barnstorm, but you know, there's so many fights on the card that you could pick to lead it. But that's one of the ones I'm really looking forward to.
Frak Ali, he's in a very tough fight. He was saying to me about the plans for the year, but obviously our titles have been in talks with him for a while now. And he only wants meaningful fights. Kevin Tranter is no rollover. He's a very, very difficult opponent, and it's fights like these that he can really get his teeth into. As a promoter, is that what you want to deliver for your fighters? When the time is right, give them meaningful fights.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, you can get really stale in boxing if you keep fighting kids. You're going to roll over. When you progress, when you get that initial stage to progress, you collapse. So this is why we want to build the fighters. And when it's time to step up, they've got to step up. Listen, we're in the entertainment business. We've got to entertain. And therefore, when the time's right, these guys have got to push on. And Frak Ali is one of the easiest guys to work with. He wants it. He wants the title. He wants to be recognised and up there. And therefore, he takes these kind of fights on. So it's quite easy to work with.
So when we look at the GBM schedule here, you've already said you've already got 8 shows booked in, which is quite incredible to say it's only January. You've got shows all the way going until December. I know it's no secret you're looking at the Midlands. We've seen a few teasers on Instagram. Can you just give us any little hints as to where we could see GBM go this year?
It could be between Birmingham, Coventry or Leicester. Strong, but listen, we're going to make an announcement next week. We've got a massive card in the Midlands. But listen, we're focusing on February the 9th. March we're going to go to the Midlands. April we go again. We go again in May, June, September, October and December. So it's a crazy year for us, packed out. But it's not about putting loads of shows on. We want to make sure we get the quality shows on, make sure we get the title fights on, make sure we get the numbers. So good putting show week after week after week. We're going to make sure you get the numbers, the quality one, where the fans are entertained and happy to be watching.
When you look at obviously the journey you've been on, obviously still quite a young promotion, but like when you look at the journey, you know, it's only getting bigger. And this year, you mentioned, could be a real breakout year for GBM, couldn't it?
Yeah, it's a massive year for us. I felt like first 2 years we've learned a lot. We learned ups and downs. We're still learning. As a promoter, you never stop learning. I like to see we've got a grip of the business now. We've brought some experienced people on board with us, who's going to really make it an experienced, strong team. And I believe this year we're going to make a massive impact. But the next 18 months, 2 years is, you know, going to be a massive push for us. And I feel like we've done the learning, we've done the baby steps, and now it's time to really take it to that next level.
And just a question that I thought of a few days when I was thinking about this event. Obviously, we're starting to see a lot more big fights in boxing go towards Saudi Arabia. And a lot of people online are starting to complain, saying it's leaving a little gap in the UK. Do you feel, with seeing all these fights go over, do you feel like this is a real place for you to target and you could really start to bring some big fights to the UK and ultimately have a lot more eyes come onto GBM Sports? Yeah,
I do feel that bit Saudi. It's took away that kind of big fight feel that you have in Britain. But see, the money's massive, so it's hard for fighters or promoters to turn down the money for the fighters. We have an obligation when we're promoting somebody. So if Turk, Excellence Turk comes over and said he wants to pay a certain amount of money for a fighter, you as a promoter are really hands are tied. How can you say no when they're getting life-changing money? So you understand the perspective from the promoters and the fighters, but as fans, we want to be in stadiums. We want that British atmosphere. We want that, sweet Carolina at the end, don't we? We want that as British fans and British boxing people. So we miss that, but there's still be huge fights here. And listen, if there's a gap for us to take it, we'll take it, But we're not thinking about the moment. Just keep developing our brand, developing our fighters, and starting to build a group of fighters that we really believe are going to go to the top.
And one fight on the card as well that's also took my interest, just flipping it back to February night, Thomas Isomba. You mentioned on stage that you never thought you'd promote him, but you followed his journey for a while. When you just look at something like that, promoting a fight you never thought you'd be able to promote, it's special, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is. Listen, I'm very grateful to where we come from, but for me, it's all about looking forward now. 2024 is about looking forward, not forgetting where we've come from, but really now pushing it to the next level.
Izzy, I think that's a good place to leave it. Thank you very much for your time. I'm sure we'll catch up again very soon. I cannot wait for February 9th.
Thank you very much. Thank you for coming out.
Okay,
All the best for you.
Thank you.